um, auto dealers, um, whether it be energy policies, what we call cap and trade, or the new healthcare bill that we're talking about that could cost $1.3 trillion. All of that money is actually being borrowed.
How are we borrowing it?
We issue we issue treasury bonds, which can be, short or long term, but typically who buy those are either American citizens or there are, individuals in countries around the world or other sovereign nations.
So other countries can
Yes.
Including like Commonwealth?
China and Japan and Germany are just a couple of examples.
So one problem. So you're saying that we're borrowing money, but it's a different kind of money. How are you able to borrow money when it's like if it's Chinese money or other countries? It's different types of money itself. American money, how can we borrow theirs and change that?
Sure. What we're doing is we're issuing treasury bonds in U.S. dollars. So let's just say, for instance, Japan decides to buy $1 million of our bonds. Japan gives us $1 million, and then we pay them interest on that million for a certain time period, and then we give them the $1 million back. So it does take place in U.S. dollars.
But it sounds like it's very complex.
Yes, I would agree, 100%.
Okay. But still, so American money specifically. So that particular money we give it to, how could the money itself be a different currencies?
It's all done electronically.
Electronically?
Right. So paper dollar bills or $100 bills or whatever are not actually exchanged.
Okay.
It's electronically. Just like let's look at it as this example. If you have a checking account, you can either write a check where you give somebody a piece of paper, or you can use your debit card or credit card, where there's not this is not actually money, cash, but if you present it for payment, people will accept that for cash, and they just debit that amount from your checking account. The whole idea of them giving us money. Okay, perfect. That's how that works.
So I remember discussing it before, but still, okay. I know it's a deep discussion. I don't really want to get into all that, but okay. So a check, for example, I have to go to work.
Yep.
When you work, then they send me a check, right?
Yes, a paycheck.
So that's kind of electronic.
Correct.
And then I give it to the bank. The bank gives me that money. So they take that and give me that money. And I spend it, all including the taxes and all of there. You took off the taxes and allocated that. It's not. It's not automatically deducted from there. Sorry. It does not automatically pay itself like the electronic thing. So it doesn't automatically become the electronic money. If I have the money, and then if I give it into you, then it becomes electronic. I'm trying to understand. So the government tax system, like money and how it circulates, it's still kind of not really clear. It's kind of vague. Even people and the government, like when they're laying off people, but the money's still there. Money's just recirculating, right? So including businesses or small businesses. And true, it depends on how many people are going to that business and utilizing that business. If not as many people going, they're getting less money, but it just seems. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at?
Right, and what's part of the problem right now is people are, because they're losing their jobs or times are tough, maybe they haven't got a raise in a couple of years, they're saving more money. To where typically, they might have gone out and bought the big screen TV, or the nice new car or something. Now they're saving money, where if people save money, they don't go spend it at the grocery store or Walmart or somewhere. Then Walmart, one, can't make a profit off of what they would normally have bought, therefore hire more people.
So then have to,
Correct.
understand,
Yeah.
I know that. But my point is, the money's still there. I mean, so why not allocate more of that money to keep the city going? I mean, I don't understand why they have to be laying off people when the money's still there, it's just going around.
Yeah, and I'm, as you said before, this is very, very complex. Between cash, between that which is in checking accounts, that which is in investments, like mutual funds or stocks. I mean, there are, electronic forms of cash all over the place, as well as that which is in your and my pocket. The problem is that banks aren't lending it out, they're keeping it. You and I aren't spending it, we're keeping it. So, I mean, it's being stored up somewhere, it's not circulating. People are just holding on to it right now to where it's not circulating as well as it should through the economy. And since the traditional money is not circulating through the economy, what the government is trying to do is inject it to the economy for us in what they call a stimulus package, which the congressman voted against the bailouts for the banks, voted against the bailout for the insurance companies, the automakers. So I think in our very first meeting together, when you and I talked back and forth on a piece of paper, your concern was, of course, the government being way too involved in our lives. And the congressman would agree with you, 100%. And that the government is taking too big of a role in your life, in my life, in the lives of the people in Lubbock, Texas. And so he's doing everything that he can to ensure that doesn't happen. That you're able to keep the freedoms that you hold dear each and every day without government intrusion. Whether it's you want to work at this place, or whether you want to buy this car or that car, this gun or that gun, whatever it would be, he wants you to have the freedom to choose for yourself what it is that you want to do.
And freedom of expression and freedom of choice.
Yes.
Okay. So I talked with an officer and they said that my first question, and never heard my story, my question, he said that we should speak out and be willing to watch and agree with me that I'm a South Connector kind of goes for me, but so this is, I'm talking with this and we had to kind of postpone things ourselves, but I'm just trying to make some good points, saving time instead of going to Austin and explaining it. I was like, I prefer to be here first.
Sure.
That's why I'm here, discussing best.
No.
And if you agree, if you disagree, and then if I don't have something to discuss with next level up, if you like if you discuss it with the federal government, I mean, do you understand what I'm trying to
Sure,
get at?
I do.
So that's fine discussing.
Yeah, and I think you're wise in seeking counsel from all offices. One, the federal government, the state government, and then I think your local county and city government are also important. So if you haven't talked to your county commissioner, I'm not sure who that is, or Mayor Tom Martin here in Lubbock, I think you should talk to those folks as well, because
You're going to inform me that I've only lived here 2 years, so I don't know what the mayor is. I've never voted.
Sure. No, and that's fine.
I'm very liberal.
That's fine. But because you are a citizen of Lubbock, Texas, whether you